All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the will of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Now, before I before I even play the video, right, I'm gonna get Isaiah. It's Isaiah 30. It's Isaiah 32 and Isaiah 4 and 1. This right here. Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now, the Israelite man, the elect Israelite man, our Lord will, brothers, endure unto the end, the hopeful elect, but someone's got to be a part of the elect. Brothers that are doing the work, you know, and that are part of the elect will make it until the end, and they will be delivered by Yahweh Shai when he comes back. So the hopeful elect brothers, right? The elect, the Lord is increasing our value. The Lord is increasing our value. And right now we're starting to see, prophecy come to pass. These women are losing big time. Feminism failed. The I don't need a man failed. You know, especially the so-called black woman, wicked Israelite woman. Now they're crying, where's my husband at? And times are getting bad. The economy sucks. Over 100,000 so-called black women lost their jobs last year. It's not going good, but the value of the Israelite man, of the elect, keeps on raising. Is it gonna be an elect Israelite man in the days to come? Value is or will be more precious than fine gold, because that's gonna be these women ticket to salvation, and before the destruction, I'm a ticket, for protection, a ticket for food, from the famine. So Isaiah 4. I won't get Isaiah 32. Isaiah 4. I'm gonna play the video and get Isaiah 4, and that's the end of the lesson. You already know what's going on in the world. These women are in regret, resentment, and they're pretty much used up anyways. I don't want to be like vulgar and them, but hey, the truth is the truth. The truth hurts. These women have been used up, passed around, because of all the freedom that they got from the devil, from Esau. I'm gonna play the video and get the scripture and end the lesson. Isaiah 4 and 1 is coming to pass right now. Fair use, fair use. This is Chaisha Zed. He's one of those. He's a Jake, of course. He's an Israelite. One of those channels that make videos on what's going on in the current dating world. Is mostly, in the state of women and how bad they're doing, but it's their fault. Fair use, fair use.
Here thinking about how I went to singles night at church, and it was hundreds. I mean, at least 1,000. First, I thought it was 500, but the pastor said it was 1,000 singles in attendance.
1,000 single women in attendance at the church, right? But let's hear how many men, because right now the men the men are giving the woman space. No more catcalling, no more compliments. Not all men, because you still have a lot of simps. But a lot of men are like, yo, I'm just gonna leave you alone. And now the women are regretting it. Now they want husbands. Now they want to be in a relationship because they see this, like they could feel that things are changing, and it's prophecy.
Like, are we all living the same life at this point? Because I've never been in a room with that many single people, or even thought that it was even. I thought I was like the only one left. I mean, beautiful women, all types, shapes, and sizes. Literally African American women.
All shapes and sizes, beautiful.
Okay, you heard it there. So 1,000 women and no men showed up. No men showed up. It's Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 meaning a complete number of women. It doesn't mean actually 7. It could be 5, it could be 3, or it could be 30. It could be 25. It could be 50. 50 women. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And how is a woman called? And how is a woman called by a man's name? They get married. In the modern sense, uh, uh, when a woman is of age and then she gets married, her last name changes from her father's name to her husband's name. And what consummates a marriage? Uh, what consummate a marriage is sex. And in the ancient world, marriage marriage was sex. When you and a woman got together, and then you slept together, that was your wife. In the ancient world, they still had ceremonies, but that was the main thing. You know, the first man a woman slept with, that was her husband, and they're supposed to be together forever, unless she committed adultery and then she got deleted for it. But that's how it's supposed to be. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that reproach is going into shame. Because even up until this day, it's still a shame for a woman not to have a man. Especially when they start bumping up into 30 plus. Because of biology, uh, they know they don't have that much time left if they didn't have children before to get children and you know meet a man and get together with a man and get pregnant, to have children. Because once they hit 30 plus, you know there's a lot of issues. The birth issues. Child might be born with a defect, or they themselves, their bodies can suffer from it. So Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, because of everyone losing their jobs, especially so-called black women, right? They're gonna need to. Well, they're realizing that they need to share men. They need to share a man. So with that, if women come together and live with one man, they could group their finances together. You know, don't worry about our clothes. Don't worry about what we're eating. And only let us be called by thy name. You know, and that's dealing with the elect Israelite man. Let me get another. Where is it? NLT says, in that day, so few men will be left because a draft is coming because the war already started. So a lot of men are going to war, or they're gonna they're gonna they're gonna be deleted by various other judgments that's coming here. Will that 7 women, a complete number of women, will fight for each man, just like all these women fight over these celebrities, like Chris Brown. They throw themselves at these celebrities. Well, the elect is gonna be higher than a worldly celebrity like Chris Brown in the days to come. As the scripture said, more precious than fine gold, saying, let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids. Because in the ancient world, it was a shame for a woman not to have a man. Because a woman's purpose, is to get with a man and be his wife and have children. A woman yearns to have children because that's her purpose. To be to be a helpmate and to have children. They get baby fever, during a certain period in their life, and they have a natural biological clock, so they yearn to have children anyways. But yeah, but for a lot of women, brothers won't accept them. And that's the end of the lesson. As a comment says, go find the bear. LMAO, and 7,000 kids left with their grandmas. They go to these to find human wallets, not a husband. Christian feminism is the reason why church singles events are mainly women in attendance. How many are single mothers? That's the end of the lesson. Yeah, a lot of Drake women won't make it, but a lot of women will be delivered anyways. You know, that's the end of the lesson. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.